Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot, and today we're doing the weekly read for the element of Earth. That's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We're going to get your romance angel oracle cards out and jump right into it, okay? I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend. This is for the week of the 20th to the 27th of May for 2019. And again, this is for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, so show me 3 cards. Give us the romance angel energy for the week. Help us understand what the relationships and communication is going to be like for our lovely Earth signs this week. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Show me. By the time this video comes up, fire and water should be up already. I mean, fire and air. I'm sorry. And then I'll be doing water after this, okay? So here we go for you. Starting out the gate, Taurus, children. Your love life is being affected by children. This card can sometimes come out if your relationship is in its infancy or just starting out, or is you having a very immature relationship. And of course, it can also mean that children are part of your relationship or looming large in your relationship right now at the center of attention. Keep an open mind for you Virgos. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, okay? So you may be having relationships, or can somebody maybe catching your eye this week, or you may be communicating with somebody this week that is out of your usual, perhaps even out of your comfort zone. Separation for you Capricorns. Time apart from your Virgos on the horizon. All right, so Capricorns, you've got some separation. This came in again, I think, for the full moon reading, maybe? Not sure. It may have been separation came in. Okay, so you guys are spending some time apart from your loved ones, Capricorn. At the bottom of the deck, we have Flirt. So all of you need to be doing some flirting this week, right? Keeping it lighthearted. You know, extend your lighthearted energy to others. All right, so let's get right into the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. We're going to pull the cards and see what this all means for you guys. So this is a reading for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, our lovely Earth signs for the week, May 20th to 27th. Please give me a clear message for our Earth signs. Clear message. What should be their focus this week? What are they going to be dealing with? What's going to take center stage in their lives? What aspects, relationships, communications, etc. All right, show me. Show me this week for our Earth signs. Show me what the week holds. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, show me. All right, here we go. All right. Taurus, you're coming out the gate with 7 of Pentacles. All right, so reviewing your work, looking over on what you've done so far in your career. Hermit card. Again, this card came out in the last reading. And 5 of Cups. Wow, Taurus, what's going on? There's some disappointment, some negativity, right? For you, Virgo, you've got the World card. This card keeps coming up for everyone. Everyone has gotten this World card at some point in their readings this week. Unbelievable. 5 of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. Almost identical to, I believe, one of the air sign reads. All right. And now Capricorn, Judgment. Is that what it is? You're going through a judgment period. Ace of Wands, new inspiration is coming in, and a 10 of Cups. A judging period. Wow. All right. the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So all of you this week, all of you lovely earth signs this week are definitely feeling empowered. You're feeling like you're able to manifest your vision and your dreams, right? You've got that wonderful magician energy, right? Able to accomplish anything, but more so able to manifest, right? Just through pure energy and work and determination and focus. All right, out the gate for you, Taurus, we've got Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. So you're looking back, right? I mean, this is kind of a reminiscent feel. This is kind of a taking a moment to pause and look at your work. He's leaning on his hoe there, and he's reviewing. He's checking out his growth. Is it where he wants to be? Is it where he wants it to be? You know, is he receiving the harvest that he expected to receive for the work that he's put in? Right? Was it worth it? So you're feeling very contemplative at this stage about your career and what you've done with your life up until now. You're definitely feeling in your hermit phase, right? Alone. Not lonely, but alone. There's a difference. You know, wanting to be alone with your thoughts, wanting to be alone with your meditation, going inward. You're feeling very meditative this week. And this card definitely came out for, I think it was one of the other air signs. I believe it was Libra, right? So, yeah, this is what's going on. And then when you have children in mind, it could be that you're missing your children. It could be that you're away from your children. You may be reviewing some of the past relationships you've had that have involved children. Right? Or stepchildren, because you're also reminiscing. 5 of Cups. You're thinking about past relationships that were disappointing, you know, that didn't work out. You've turned your back on new possibilities because you're really so consumed with the regret of the old relationships. Right? So a lot of this is looking back, right? You're really looking back on the decisions you've made, the choices you've made, and you're feeling very much in your hermit mode this week of wanting to just like work on you, you know, make sure that, you know, I don't know, I feel like you just want to you just want to review, right? You want to take some time to review, you know, you're feeling sentimental, Taurus, right? And especially with work, Taurus, you're such a hard worker. You really want to make sure that, you know, what you're putting all this work into is paying off. You know, you're not sure right now if it is. You may have children. It may be very important for you right now to make sure that your harvest is coming in for the sake of your children. But certainly the disappointment of shallow and past relationships that haven't worked out is something that's going to be on your mind this week. Virgo, the World card. Everyone's getting the World card this week in one of their readings. If it's full moon or weekly or daily, it doesn't matter. This is the cosmic vision. This is seeing with the cosmic eyes, seeing the world, seeing how you fit in the world, seeing your path laid out before you, right? The World card also talks about seeing the, you know, seeing the past, present, and future, knowing, you know, how you've gotten to this point and where you're going. It's really a beautiful card, you know, the World card. It talks about having a big, you know, seeing things, seeing the big picture, you know, not being so ego-eyed, so obsessive on the little details, but looking at the big picture, which gives you much more insight as to the connections in your life. Again, keep an open mind. The World card talks about keeping an open mind, of course. To be worldly, you have to keep an open mind, right? So you've really come through a period of a lot of argument, a lot of strife, a lot of backbiting. 5 of Swords is discord. You know, winning by underhanded means, you know, having to look over your shoulder because you can't trust anyone, you know, and you're coming out of that period. And there's Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords also keeps coming up. And you're realizing that, you know, you really don't have time for that. You need, this week is going to be some hard conversations, I believe. Somebody might be coming in and having this conversation with you and saying, hey, what are you doing here in this energy, Virgo? You know, you're in this kind of really horrible, disharmonious energy with people. You're arguing, bickering, you're doing shady shit. You know, and it could be that this person, Queen of Swords, is someone that you know, a friend, a confidant who comes in and has this conversation with you. Says, look, you know, get away from that energy. Why are you in this, right? And you're gonna have I think you're gonna have a bit of a wake up call this week as well with the World card. Now it could be, you know, obviously I'm not saying that you're necessarily the one who is creating this energy, but you're definitely around it. And so I'm not saying that you're going to be, you know, blamed and somebody's going to give you a telling off, but it's more like this conversation of what are you doing with your life? Why are you surrounding yourself with these type of people when you should be on your path? I think it's going to wake you up to where you should be. And the conversation may come from an unlikely source, so keep an open mind. It may come from someone that you never expected, but this person is able to exhibit this Queen of Swords energy and cut right through the bullshit for you. All right, separation for you, Capricorns. Right now, you're in a separation period, but it's something. It's not negative. I don't feel like it's negative. Separation, time apart right now from your partners on the horizon. It could be that you're just apart from the partner that you're supposed to be with right now because you're busy going through a judgment period. Right? Judgment can literally mean like you feel like you're being judged. You're going through some kind of testing period. It also talks about not judging yourself, right? Laying yourself bare, you know, in front of the ultimate judge, which, you know, the divine judgment, right? And so it's not so much like, you know, the basis upon which you're being judged, right? I mean, a lot of times we do that ourselves. We judge ourselves, don't we? And then in comes guilt. This card is more or less an admonishment to remember that, you know, if we are honest with ourselves and we lay ourselves bare, look, these characters are all bare, they're unclothed, right? It's the bareness and the honesty of who we truly are, right? You know, you learn to forgive and you learn to get over and past judgment and guilt because we're all just humans, right? Doing the best that we can. It's the card also kind of, it is an admonishment for us to let go of guilt and judgment, right? And to realize that only we can judge ourselves based on if we're being true to ourselves. Nobody else can really judge us. So perhaps you feel like you've been in a period where you haven't been feeling good enough. You're not sure if you're good enough. And now it's going to come through. You're going to go through a period right now where you're realizing, yes, you are. You're being the best that you can be. And only you know that, right? Your connection with the divine, with yourself. And once you come through this period of awakening and realizing that you can be free from guilt and unnecessary judgments on yourself and things like that, right? Holding yourself to ridiculous standards that are unreal. In comes the inspiration, Ace of Wands. Your fire is reignited and you go back, and I think you get reunited with your loved one, and you begin this happy life. 10 of Cups is completion and beginning. And it's inherent in this is the beginning of this type of life, and also the attaining of it, and therefore the completion. It's all inherent in the card. It's kind of like a parcel being thrown at you about what the next however many years will be like, the beginning and the ending, and the time in between is very, very happy time for you. So Capricorn, you're going through a very interesting phase right now. You're not with your loved one perhaps right now. Perhaps some of you are traveling, coming back from a job, a project. Some of you may have been away for some time working on something, and now you're coming back, and the completion of that, right? You're completing that cycle, right? It could be that some of you are finishing schooling or the attainment of some kind of document, right? And you're going through that period, and then once you're done, here comes the inspiration in the beginning of this happy life, right? So the separation is temporary. Let's get some Delima cards out and clarify the reading for our lovely, lovely earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. All right. These are real life lessons today. It's talking about going through life, getting through life, reevaluating, right? Taurus, you're reevaluating. Virgo, also reevaluating, right? As a result of having these discussions with someone who's you may not be expecting. And Capricorn as well. You're closing a karmic cycle here with Judgment. You're going through the fire or something. You're going to come out the other side with everything beautiful that you want. That inspiration, that new beginning of a new life. Ace of Wands, and that happy relationship and home life. 10 of Cups. These are all very, and so of course it's all about flirting this week because you guys are all on your life path this week. So it's not necessarily about doing serious relationship work. It's more about doing shadow work, your own work, right? Your work on yourself, on your evolvement, right? And so, yeah, as far as romance is concerned, right? Just flirt, enjoy yourself, be sociable, and continue to do the shadow work that's necessary for you to get to a point where you can have 10 of Cups energy, right? Where you can feel like you're really on top of the world and you can feel satisfied with the work that you've done. Show me a clear clarity reading on these cards, please. For our lovely earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, for this week, May 20th to the 27th, 2019, please. Show me. Oh. Wow. I fell from the bottom of the deck, so top cards are still there. That was interesting. Cards are full of energy today. All right, here we go. 10 of Wands and 6 of Cups. All right, so yeah, completing a cycle, starting a new cycle, but looking over, you know, looking back, looking for something different. You are before this 6 of Cups comes in. Queen of Pentacles for you. Keep an open mind. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, along with that 2 of Pentacles. So a decision has to be made, right? Decision does have to be made for you, Virgo. Capricorn, Knight of Cups. Coming in, and 5 of Wands. So there you go. That love energy is going to be coming in. 5 of Wands is there. A lot to deal with, a lot of obstacles you've dealt with, right? You're going to be dealing with them through that Judgment at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Swords. All right, so there's been worry and anxiety. A lot of you have been worrying. You've been anxious. Yeah, so the clarification here for you, Taurus, is, yeah, 10 of Wands, Hermit. So you've done all this work. You've come to the end, right, of this one long cycle. It's 10, so it's completion and starting the new cycle. There are your 10 of Wands that you've collected along the road, you know, as a result of your actions and your decisions and decision-making processes and the way that you've carried out your life, where your passions have led you, right? But yet you have them on your back. This is an interesting card because in some decks it's shown as a burden. The 10 of Wands, it's shown as like, you know, carrying them the final distance into town before you can lay them down and start again, start renewed, right? Here, they're on his back. He's not even really thinking about them, and he's leaning down. He's looking for something else. He's searching for something else. So, you know, it shows that you're still searching for enlightenment. You haven't quite found it. It's been a long path, but, you know, this path has led you to a point where you realize maybe these 10 of Wands isn't what you were looking for in the first place, and you've now evolved, and you're beginning to look for something completely different in your life, right? It talks about definitely you're thinking about, you're refocusing your attention for sure. And that's what you're doing with this Hermit energy. And I think as well, you want to pull in that 6 of Cups. 5 of Cups is clarified by 6 of Cups. So the Hermit energy that you're exhibiting right now, and this looking back on your past accomplishments, you know, what you've been doing, where you've been focusing your labor in your life, right? And has it been worth it, right? It is all because you want to have that happy, beautiful relationship, and you haven't had it yet. And I think that this week you'll be thinking about you know, what it is, what has happened in your life, or what are the decisions and what are the obstacles, you know, what are the events in your life that have occurred, and how have you contributed to them, so that because as a result, right? I'm saying, like, looking back to review why you haven't had the Six of Cups. Okay, I wanted to find my words for the point I was trying to make. You're just trying to really, you're looking inward and you're reviewing, you know, why haven't my relationships worked out? I want this Six of Cups. What do I need to do to get the Six of Cups? Right? I'm such a hard worker. Taurus is a hard worker, but in terms of love, this particular Taurus has just been, you know, dissatisfied when this is what they're really searching for as well, right? Ten of Wands. It's right here. He's searching for that Six of Cups. Hasn't had it, though. Looking inward to figure out why. What seeds have I sown, and why have they come to fruition the way they have? Very, very contemplative week for you, Taurus. Right? And it can be that being around children may be the impetus for that. Some of you may have not been in that or found that relationship where you could have children yet. And so that's why this is all coming up. The disappointment. When really all you want is to have that Six of Cups, that happy life. Right? Six of Cups talks about, Six of Cups in the traditional deck is the two children. It's the two children. The one young child is giving to the even younger child a bouquet of flowers. So it's it's the love of children. It's, a lot of people say it's past life loves as well, right? I'm not going to get into the symbolism of the Rider-Waite deck. I'll get into the one that we have right here, which is this one. So it talks about that kind of youthful, young, glowing love, right? That love that you reminisce about. If you see the character there, she's reminiscing about it. It's a love she had once before and wants to have again. And you miss that and you want to know, and you're looking inward this week to see why and where, how to get it. You know, how to bring it back into your life if you don't have it. Which I don't feel this person who's resonating with this message does. All right, Virgo. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles has come in as well. Queen of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. You need to make a decision. Yeah, all of this arguing, right, and this backbiting has really stymied you. It's really kept you off your path. It may have fucked with your job and your finances, right? And this person who's coming in is giving you a wake-up call, you know, because you need to handle this. You have people with offers, people who are expecting you to live up to your responsibilities, and you need to deal with this strife if you're not, you know, if you want to carry on your vision for your life. You have a choice to make. Two of Pentacles is coming. You're juggling too much. You can't keep this up. You can't have your cake and eat it too, and you cannot keep this up. You're going to have to make a decision at some point on which way to go, right, for you that's best to continue on your path. So that you continue on your progression for abundance and creation, right? This definitely could be work related. If you're an artist, it could be really related to your passions as an artist. Queen of Pentacles, she works very hard for what she has, right? She understands the labor of, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears that needs to go into something to accomplish it. But she also understands the focus that needs to come in. You have to make a decision. This person that you're going to be speaking to this week is going to help you decide which way do you want to go with your life. You know, you've got to start cutting some shit out and going for some other shit. You have to have a worldly view. You get into that, you know, that look into your life and see what your path is. What is your karmic path for this life, truly? All right, I don't want this reading to go too long. We're already at 24 minutes, so I'm going to finish up here with Capricorn. Knight of Cups is coming in, and Five of Wands was there. So yes, judgment. You've been separated from your true love. You've definitely had to deal with some obstacles. Five of Wands is absolutely dealing with obstacles in your way, right? Having to really persevere, be independent, and be strong, right? And you're coming through that now. You're being tested. You're being judged. You're coming through, and the Knight of Cups is coming through too. You know, the Knight of Cups does not have the same level of commitment as the King, but he's definitely coming in, and he's coming in to claim his lover. Right? He comes in with a big cup. right? With a big offer, right? And a real kind of moving towards you motion. So you'll either be moving towards your lover, or they're going to be moving towards you, or you'll be moving towards each other as you overcome these obstacles and come through this period of separation and this period of judgment, that this kind of like karmic cycle that you're closing right now. You're coming to the end of a very long struggle, a very long road, and you're coming to the completion of it, to the you know, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And the 10 of Cups is at the end of the rainbow, with the Knight of Cups coming in with that cup of love. All right, so this is the weekly reading for the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Thank you so much. If this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment, send me your questions. If you want a private reading, please email me at bowandarrowtarot@gmail.com. I do different kinds of private readings for life, love, and career, for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and hour-long life readings. Also, don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified about all of my uploads, not just some of my uploads. And for now, I'm just going to say to all of you, you lovely earth signs, please have a wonderful week from May 20th to the 27th. Bye-bye.